Being here and doing it online. Sorry we're not in person. So we'll just take a moment to find ourselves in our room. So nice long toes, nice long and lifted if you want heel. And just take a moment and roll your shoulders back. If it's all right, close your eyes for a moment. Feel down into the feet a little bit more. And now feel up into the head. See if you can lift through the back of the neck all the way up where you feel your core help you lift. And then just take a moment and try to just rest somewhere. So where is tight that you just exhale. And see if you can add a little opening in your collarbone, your shoulders, your heart. And then take one more moment, just a breath, to notice what do you need from your practice in this day, at this time. And if there's anything you want to let go of, just take a moment to exhale that out. All right, so with that in mind, eyes open, I'll start to move. So let's warm up. Knee lifts, press up, pull down. And see if you can really feel your footing where you push down into the outer heel of that grounded foot. Notice how that opens your hip, lengthens your obliques. And then let it feel good. You want to stretch this morning on the lift with the shoulder blades or open the heart on the pull down. And just thank your body for how it feels to move and breathe. And then one more, and we'll go front to back. So reach forward and back. And again, what would feel good? Do you really want to lengthen? Do you want to pull? Belly really strong. Nice deep breath. And we'll do two more. And then opposite arm, opposite leg. And again, what feels good? If you even want to C shape, you can. Takes a little more balance. But try to push down again into the grounded foot. Notice if you can get all four corners of that foot feeling strong. It'll help your ankle. And then last one, and we'll twist. So exhale down towards your knee. And each time try to lift and open your heart in between. Nice deep breath. And then one more each side. And we'll come on down. So inhale, reach it up. This time clasp. If you want a little back bend, your tail goes back first. And then you can open your heart. And then nice and straight, we'll do a tiny side bend while you still have your hands clasped. And then your other direction. And then gently come on up and we'll clasp in front and kind of tuck the chin, roll the shoulders. You can wiggle, make the back rounded, feel good. Deep breath in and out. And then we'll go behind, so clasp behind. And then gently open up. And one more deep breath. And then shake it out. All right, so let's do our weights next. So if you have your block, you can grab it and put it long ways between the feet. And we'll get our weights. And a nice deep breath. All right. So nice shoulder roll. You can squeeze the block if you want that little bit of leg work. And then elbows will bring them up. And a tiny little pulse and pulse. So nice deep breath. And then each time you come down, just feel that squeeze and squeeze. Oh, Laura, it just occurred to me why I have no idea where you're at. It's a brand new house. I was like, it looks like a bedroom, but there's a kitchen table. Yeah. That's so nice. It's just funny. It's like, I have no idea. It's like, oh, right. I've never been there. Yeah. So take a moment just to feel your core. Huh? I hope so, yes. For 3, 2, and then we'll come down and hold. Up an inch and down and hold. Yes, that's my hope, because it will soon be remedied. Now, what can you relax? Let this feel good as you strengthen. Keep reminding your body that you get to choose where you use all that strength work. Letting go of tension and using it where we want. For 3 and 2, and then we'll come down and stay. Up, 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 and then down. Inhale and exhale. So just tiny little lifts and lowers. And can you relax your face again? Shoulders. And what feels good? Thank your body for the strength. Even if it's a challenge, notice that that's where you're working. For 3 and 2. So we're going to come in and then go back and back. So little tiny back. So try to keep your heart from moving. Core nice and strong. I know, I was so looking forward to doing this together. I missed it. Yeah, so it's a gift that Sean's playing with baby B. For 3, 2, little L. So up, down, back, and in. Again, take a break if you need. I know we haven't done it in a while, so just be kind to your body. Notice whatever you need. For 5, 4. So try to keep that heart nice and solid. Core strength. Last one, little circle. So circle and pause. Circle and pause. Yeah. Deep breath, just 4 more this way. Again, take a break whenever you want. Your body knows what you need more than me. And then when you're ready, we'll reverse the direction. So forward and in. If you have that little pause in between, sometimes that helps strengthen. And 3, and 2, and 1. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it out. Great job. Lynn, I told Laura that Bennett was still sleeping just a few minutes ago. He went 13 hours without drinking milk, so he's a big sleeper. Yeah. All right, well, let's do our triceps next before we stretch it out. So you can turn however you want and then re-grip the block. So really find that strength in between the legs. If you feel like you can bend your knees, take a nice big shoulder roll. Exhale it back. And then elbows as high as you can. Arms go straight. Just take a little pause. Try to get the heart open one more time. Belly in, and then a little lift up and up. So feel the strength in the back of your arms. Relax your face and jaw. And then think about the tricep and really ask it to squeeze and squeeze. And feel the grounding of your feet. Notice how your body is grounded. You're steady, you're strong. And then think about your spine. Can you lengthen head to tail? Allow that to feel good. For 4, 3, 2, and then up and hold. Down an inch, up and hold. Down an inch. So nice deep breath. Yes, you're doing great. And where could you relax a little bit? And then once you soften, where can you strengthen? Really use your strength. Last one, little bend in the elbow, push it straight. Teeny tiny bend, push, yeah, you look great. And then keep thinking about the spine. That's a really helpful thought to try to lengthen each vertebrae off of each other. Helps your core stay steady, your posture be great. Last 2, and then 1, and we'll bring the hands in, so towards each other, in. And notice your shoulders. If you need to roll them back again, go ahead. Try to keep that open feeling in the front, strong feeling in the back. 4, 3, 2, little L. So in, up, down, and out. Nice deep breath. Take a break when you need. If you want more, you bend the knees a lot. If you want less, you stand a little straighter. Less gravity on the tricep. For 3, 2, 1, all the way up. Little circle and pause. Little circle and pause. Yes, you got it. 3, 2, and then reverse. So just 5 here in this circle. Shoulders, open them from the front. Last 2. Last 1, palms up, take a pause, and a big shoulder roll. Once you reset, little lift up. And so you're almost there. Breathe, thank your body for the strength. Remind yourself of that muscle memory. It'll come back. For 3, 2, 1, little scissor, in and out, in and out. Again, do what you need. Straighten up, dig in, open the heart. For 4, 3, 2, all the way up. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Release the block. All right, let's stretch it out. So take one hand with the weight, and whenever you're ready, just lift it up, draw it back, and just gently touch that elbow. Nice deep breath. Soft knees. And really exhale through the body. Release any tension. You can even kind of lift through the ribs to get that tricep up, tailbone out, big back bend. And where can you relax? One more breath. And you can drop the other arm just to rest, open the shoulder, or if you want to hold that weight and you're able to, go right ahead. And try to rock around, maybe open up the neck. And again, what would feel good? You could lean, you could lift the heart, drop the tail out. It's all about learning that relationship with your body so that each moment you can help yourself feel a little bit better. Take 2 more breaths and try to soften somewhere. And then gently, when you're ready to hand with the weight comes in front, and draw it down. Give a little wiggle, maybe even a little massage into your shoulder. And wherever you feel the work, thank your body for that. All that you're able to do is a gift. One more deep breath. And then gently turn your palm. Nice deep breath. Relax your jaw and your face. And then 2 more breaths. As you inhale, try to fill the whole body all the way up to the crown of the head and the feet. And as you exhale, just try to rest. And then when you're ready, we'll switch our hand and weight. So hand, weight, gently touch the elbow. And be gentle. Sometimes that very first moment, you need a little bit of a breath to get into it. And then tip however you want, whatever's going to feel good. Relax the face and jaw. And 2 more breaths. If you want to tilt, lift the heart, drop the tail out. And when you're ready, the light hand will come behind to open the shoulder. Maybe grab the weight, maybe not. Really lift. See if you can relax something else. And as you breathe here, bring that breath back in where you really fill and open the body. And then you soften and relax. And then 1 more deep breath. And when you're ready to let go, the arm with the weight comes in front. We'll hug it down to stretch the shoulder. You can massage a little bit or just move around till it feels good. One more breath this way. Oh, bless you. And then flip your palm. And take a few more breaths. Again, thank your body for whatever you feel. That challenge is a sign of your work. Deep breath in. And then exhale and we'll let it go. All right, so you can drop that down. We'll do a little bit of yoga next. So I'm just going to see. You can see me the whole way. All right, so make sure you have room to step on back. And we'll find our feet. So nice deep shoulder roll. Again, close your eyes for a moment if that's okay. And try to lengthen your body. Head up, tail down. Feel your core. And just for a breath, place your hands wherever is helpful. Maybe hand on the belly and heart, or hands at prayer. And just take a breath to notice how you're doing and what needs cared for. And then with that in mind, eyes open. Inhale, reach it up. So enjoy that reach. Let it feel good. Knees bend. Exhale, swan dive down. Open the heart. Hands to shins or under the toes and flat back extend or gorilla. And then exhale and let it go. So knees bend. We'll step our right leg back and find our low lunge. So move your left heel until it's under your knee or more forward, and then take a nice deep breath. As you exhale, try to soften the right hip. And then to open up our heart, we're going to take the left arm, inhale, reach it up. So you twist towards your knee, shoulders back. And then exhale, bring it down. And 2 more. So we're just loosening up the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down. Last time, breathe it up. And exhale it down. So knees bend, step back, downward dog or child's pose, whatever your body wants. And take 2 cleansing breaths. As you exhale, just let your heart relax. 1 more, try to relax the neck and face. And then notice if you want that plank. So if you do, inhale, draw the body forward. Line up shoulders over wrists. You can be kneeling or lifted. Take 1 deep breath just to feel your strength. And then exhale and slowly lower it down. So come to baby cobra next. Toes out, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your heart. And just pause. So hands are light. Try to tuck your chin and see if you can lengthen the back of your neck. And then notice your low back. If it feels tight, try to get your tailbone closer to your heels. Take one more deep breath. And then lower it down. Inhale, push up, and we'll exhale back. So you could flow through child's pose to get to downward dog, whatever you need. And then take a nice deep breath. And where could you relax? Maybe try to soften the knees to lift the tail and relax the heart. And then if you like a three-legged dog, we'll take the right leg and inhale, reach it up, point the toe. Try to square the hips to the ground and take one more deep breath, energized through your toes from the wrists. As you exhale, knee to heart, and we'll find that low lunge on the other side. So just move around. You can use your hands until the right heel is more forward than the knee right below. Nice deep breath. Exhale, remember, try to soften the left hip and just take one more breath like that. And then to mobilize the back, right arm, inhale, reach it up, twist to the knee, shoulders back, and then exhale down. So two more. Try to get your left knee to stay where it is as you inhale, twist it up. And exhale down. One more time. Just enjoy flowing your body in space. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, knees bend, step it forward, and let yourself relax. So this time, if you want, you can hug your elbows and just let gravity decompress your spine. Deep breath in, fill up until you lift a little because your belly expands. And then breathe out till you go a little bit deeper in. Inhale. Exhale, let the arms go. We're going to sit our hips back as if sitting in a chair, and then inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders connect. And just take one more deep breath. Lengthen head to tail. Inhale, press the heels to rise. If you want a little back bend, go ahead, tail out. And then exhale and let it go. Give yourself a little shake. Hopefully you feel a little bit warmer now. And we'll go right back into another flow. So once you're ready, we'll find our second mountain pose. Nice and strong. Knees line up with toes. Lengthen head to tail. Open the heart. And this time notice what changed. Does anything feel warmer, stronger, more present? And just soak that in for a breath. And then remember what it is that you want to focus on or cultivate. And just breathe that in. Exhale, let go of anything else. And then with that in mind, eyes open and inhale, reach it up. Again, just let it feel good as you dive down. Open your heart. Hands to shins or under the toes and lengthen in a way that feels good. Really expand. Exhale, let it go. So knees bend. We'll step the left leg back this time. So first we're going to come to warrior one. So heel comes down and then inhale. When you're ready, lift it up. And once you're up, take your time. Reposition until your knees are in line with your mid-toes. And then shoulders come back. So arms are going to come palms open, thumbs back, and let your heart lift. Yes. So take a few deep breaths. Try to relax the shoulders down. Open the chest up. Inhale. And then exhale, right arm. We're going to cross it under. Elbows bend, and we'll have eagle arms. So either the back of your hands can touch or the front. And then inhale, lift your elbows up. Feel all the way down into the left hip. And then as you exhale, hug your elbows down. And then 3 deep breaths. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, hug them in. And just notice how that opens up the muscles in the back of the neck. And the shoulders and the ribs. And then after your last breath, we'll just flow again. So inhale, reach it up. And then as you exhale, dive it back down. So heel lifts, knees bend, step back to downward dog. And give yourself a moment to breathe. You could pedal it out. You could rest in child's pose. What does your body want? Wherever you're at, soft knees, relaxed neck and heart. Take one more cleansing breath. And then notice if you want to plank. So if you do, inhale, draw the body forward. Shoulders over wrists, kneeling or lifted. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Let your body pick. And inhale up dog or baby cobra. So shoulders back, neck long. One more deep breath in. And then exhale back to downward dog or child's pose. And take 2 relaxing breaths. So what would feel relaxing to your body? Go ahead and create that breath. And again, if you like your 3-legged dog, left leg this time will lift up, point the toe. And take a few deep breaths here, lengthen, hips square. And then one more deep breath in. And exhale, knee comes into the heart. And we'll find a little lunge on the other side. So take as much time as you need first to reposition that left heel in front of the knee or under. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, back heel. We'll find warrior 1. So step it in until the heel's down. And then inhale, rise it up. And exhale, shoulders back. And lengthen your toes, relax the face. So just take one more breath just to feel solid in the feet. And then inhale, arms open. Thumbs back, palms up. Feel the joy and strength in this. And take 2 deep breaths here. Again, fill the body. And as you exhale, what could you relax and soften? And then one more deep breath in. And exhale, left arm comes under, elbows bend, hands may touch or back of hands, and we'll lift the elbows to start. Just get a nice little back bend there. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale, the elbows are going to come and hug. And then flow with your breath. 3 deep breaths, inhaling up and exhale down. And 2 more. Really notice what feels good or what do you enjoy out of this stretch. And if it's a challenge, just thank your body. And then when you're done, a big sweep. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, flow down. Heel lifts, forward step. And let yourself relax. 3 deep breaths. Fill up the body. And then let it go. You can do whatever you want with your arms, whether you want to hug or just hang. And then nice deep breath in. Exhale, hips again. We'll sit back, knees bend. Inhale, arms reach up. This is a lot for your back, but we're just going to do it 3 more times. So nice deep breath in, and then exhale, arms are going to go back down. And then inhale, arms lift to chair pose. So just 2 more. Exhale down. Remember, everything's optional. If you don't want that for your back, skip it. Last time, chair pose. Take an exhale to sit in, and then inhale, reach it up. Lengthen, back bend, whatever you want. And then exhale and let it go. Kind of shake it out. All right. Hopefully you're feeling good. So do you have somewhere that you could hold on to? Or a chair or a wall? Okay. Or you don't need it. But I think we're just going to do a few heel raises for the core, though, just to think about the core. So, because when you're lifting your heels, they're going to work out all by themselves. You don't have to think about your calves. All right, so just for a moment to think about the core, really warm that up. Line up your knees with your toes, and then we're just going to lift the heels as we tuck the pelvis under. So it's just because trying to button our tight pair of jeans and yet keep a long, low back. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale, let it go. So we're just going to do that with breath. So inhale, or exhale actually, to come up and squeeze, and then inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. So with each lift, just try to think about that little bit of a button the tight pair of jeans. So we're just activating the transverse abdominals. Nice postural muscles. 3 and 2. And then we're going to come all the way up. So tuck in, just stay, and then halfway down. So all the way up, tuck in, and then just release a little. Tuck in. Yeah, nice deep breath. 3 and 2. And then the last one. All right, come on down. So just give a tiny little calf stretch. Wiggle your leg back as you press into it. And then gently switch other side. All right, that's good just for muscle memory. It tells you where your abs are, your transverse abdominals. So since we have our chair, we're going to step back until you feel like you're in 90 degrees. And just for a moment, we're going to do the opposite of what we want. So just let your chest hang just to get a nice chest stretch. And then soften the knees a bit. Really bring the feet so you feel like the heels are under the hips. And now squeeze up your abs, your back strength, until you feel like your spine is solid and supported. That looks awesome. All right, knees bend. We're going to take the right toes and just turn them out on the diagonal. I guess I'll start this way so you can see. And then bend the knee and gently lift it back. So what you're doing is squeezing that corner seat. And now try to guide your hips till they're about square to the mat. The outside of your right knee, just think about lifting it up and up. So that corner seat, we're getting a nice little squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And again, notice your heart. If anything feels stressed, can you relax that? And just try to strengthen the ribs. For 3, 2, 1, and then little circle in the knee. Tiny little circle and circle. So slow and steady. 4, 3, nice deep breath, and then reverse the direction of that circle. And what can you relax? Your face, your jaw, and then all the way up, just hold. And then we're going to come knee to knee. So your knees are going to almost touch, and then go right back up to that fire hydrant, hip out, and then come back down, and then all the way up. And where can you breathe? Remember, take a break anytime your body asks for it. She knows better than me. So nice deep breath for 3. You got it. I know it's not easy. And then you'll just do one more and stop when you're at the top. All right, we're going to just point out that leg and then come to that bend and flex. Point, straighten, bend, and flex. Nice deep breath for 4. 3, belly in, lengthen head to tail. You got it. Last 2. So one more, and then bend and flex, and 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So feet down, very gently. Bend the knees, let your arms hang, and slowly roll up to release your spine. You can even bounce a little. And then thumbs out, heart open if you want a big reach. And then lengthen and relax. All right, so one more side and then we'll stretch our corner seat. It's that standing leg. Okay, so let's come on back. And again, give yourself a stretch first. So walk back until you feel like you're about a 90-degree bend from the legs and the arms, and then relax down for that stretch first. And then when you're ready, we're going to strengthen up. So now you want to bring your spine in line with the hips so it's not curved down. And move your feet until you feel like your knees are soft, your heels are under your hips. You look good. Okay, so left toes, turn them out. Both knees bend. And then left leg is going to come up so the outside of the left knee lifts up. Try to square your hips to the ground. And then the outside of the left knee, we're just going to pulse up and up. So just a tiny little pulse, belly in, nice and strong. And where can you breathe? And again, notice your body. When you do something challenging, you might hold tension somewhere, like your jaw or your chest, where you don't need it. Could you invite that muscle to relax? 4, 3, 2, and then up and hold. Down an inch, up and hold. So nice deep breath. 3 and 2, so belly strong. And then up, little tiny circle. So tiny little circle, belly in. And where can you relax your face and your chest? 3, 2, and then reverse. Nice deep breath. Thank your body. Take a break anytime you need. 3, 2, all the way up. So we're going to come knee to knee. So nice and slow. And then right back to where you started. Again, take a break when you need. This is a lot for your body. Breathe in. Belly strong at the top. Really hold the belly in to help the back. Last 2. And then last one. So come on up. Knee bent. And then we're going to point them straight. And then bend the knee. So you're almost there. Deep breath in. How strong can you bring your core in? For 3 and 2. Last one. Knee bends in. 10 quick pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Bend the knees a lot. We'll do that one more roll up. You can kind of bounce around. And then shoulders come back. Arms sweep up. And exhale. All right. Not easy. Okay, so we're going to stretch that out on the mat. So you can come on down. And then take your right leg on top of your left knee. And just find your sit bones. You kind of want your sit bones back, your low belly forward, hands behind. So just try to arc your chest forward. And then the right knee, you can kind of bounce it up and down. Nice deep breath. And how can you relax your face, your jaw? And then rock the knees now like a windshield wiper, side to side. And one more deep breath like this. And then gently we'll take the left leg in and just come on forward. So you can sit in easy pose or you can keep your right leg on top of the left. So find your sit bones again. Use your hands. Walk them back. Hands behind to start. Make a little back bend. Low belly pressing forward. One more deep breath up. And then gently lean forward and allow yourself to relax. And again, you could kind of rock your tailbone back and forth. Whatever's going to feel good. And then gently walk your hands over to the right and try to ground the opposite hip. So that left hip goes back, chin tucks in. Nice deep breath. And then we're going to side bend. So right arm goes out and left arm comes up and stacks. Take a nice deep breath. Try to lengthen from your elbow to your hip. Deep breath in. And then exhale, swirl that arm the whole way around. Right arm follows. Make a half circle and then stack on the left side. Nice deep breath. And then exhale, we'll do it one more time. So sweep the whole way across. Get that nice feeling in the back. And then heart lifts. One more deep breath in. And then exhale over to the left. And then take one extra deep breath. Inhale, rise it up. Okay, great. So we'll switch. So both knees will come out, feet down, parallel with your hips. And then as the left foot we'll put on top of the right. Use your hands, find your sit bones. With a nice open heart forward. And try to relax the face. So just make sure you're on your other side. If I didn't keep it right. And then try to bounce that left knee. And then we'll start to windshield wiper the legs side to side. And do what feels good to you. If none of these little modifications feel good, just do whatever you want. Just take another breath. And then we're going to come to sit. So the right leg is going to tuck in and you'll sit forward. So again, the left leg can be on top or on the ground, up to you. And then use your hands to walk your sit bones back. Start with that back bend. So hands back, low back forward. And then take one more deep breath. And gently come forward. And just allow yourself to relax. You can even wiggle yourself into it. Whatever your body says, oh, that would feel good. Go ahead and follow that voice. One more deep breath. And then walk your hands to your left and just stay to that side. Try to ground over to the right. Relax your shoulders, your face. And then gently stack. We'll take the left arm out and right arm on top. Try to ground the left hip and take one deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Sweep your arms all the way through center to the other side. Left arm stacked, nice deep breath in. And then exhale back to the first side. One more set. Nice deep breath. And then exhale all the way through to the other side. And then stay for an extra breath. And then inhale, bring it on up. All right, fantastic. So hopefully you're feeling good. We're going to stay on the mat. And just work a little bit of our core. So if you want, you can grab your weights, but you do not need them. And then we'll start the nice posture. So just find your sit bones, ground your feet, knees bent. And then we'll just bring our arms into center. So shoulders back, hands in center with weights or without. Nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to curl down, arms open, shoulders back. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale and lift up. So let's find a better breath. So nice deep breath in. And then exhale down. So belly in, arms open. And then inhale, we're going to sweep it up. So nice deep breath. So go with your own pace. Exhale and then inhale up. So just about 5 more like this. Nice deep breath. Can you relax your hip flexors? Just feel that articulation of your spine as you round and then lift. All right, so last one, we'll come on back. And then we're going to make the W arm. So your elbows are in, your palms are open, and just a little bit of a pulse in. So just squeeze the elbows in. So belly in, relax hip flexors for 3, 2, 1, and then press out. And then in 3, 2, 1, press out. And then in 3. So just 2 more like this, belly strong. Last one. All right, awesome. So come on up, and then we're just going to let the weights go. Okay, so without weights, nice deep breath. And then exhale and come down to where you feel like your abs are working. So it doesn't have to be far. Try to relax into the hip flexors again. And then we'll just take one arm and lift it up. And then down, other arm lifts up. And then down. So just one more set like that. And then hands will stay here. We're going to lift one leg up. So really use your thigh. And then let it down. Other side up, use your thigh. And down one more set. And notice your core. If it's too much, come up, sit up taller. All right, so now we're going to put it together a little bit. So maybe if you want both arms up. And then one leg at a time. One more time. All right, so then hands are going to come back down. So if you want, we'll do one leg or both at a time. And then we'll do the arms. So one. And so you can hold the back of your thighs. Last time. All right, and if you want one extra breath in your boat, do whatever you want. Just take one deep breath. And then exhale, lie on back down. So great job. We're going to take a stretch before we do anything else. So just let your body lengthen here. So reach your arms until your rib cage lifts. You're in a nice reclined, restorative back bend. Bend one knee out to the side, recline tree, let that hip open. You used a lot of hip flexor. And then other side, bend the other knee. And then gently hug your knees in. All right, we're going to do a little bit more for our shaping our legs and abs. So just give yourself a nice little roll on your back. And then legs will lift up, and you can put your thumbs right beneath your tailbone. Or if you want it to be harder, your thumbs are out and just next to you, palms up. All right, nice deep breath in. And then exhale, we're just going to lower the legs so you feel like your abs are working. And then as you exhale, bring them up. So the goal is to keep your back nice and steady in the spine where you don't lift off. So just come down until your spine feels supported and then exhale up. So just about 3 more like that. Nice deep breath. Exhale it up. Last 2. So each time your low belly pushes down. Last one. All right, one more for the thighs. So bend your knees in so now they're out wide. Feet together. So you're going to make a little like froggy pose. And again, your thumbs could be underneath or just out next to you. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale out to the diagonal. Inhale, bend to that froggy pose. And then exhale out. Doing awesome. Nice deep breath. For 4. 3. So just enjoy the way that your body is working, the strength. Tell yourself it's almost there. You did a great job. And then last one. All right, knees bend in, give it a little rock, and we'll do a deep twist before we do some bridge poses. So let your knees roll to one side and then look to the other. Nice deep breath. If you want, you can lengthen that top leg, get an extra stretch. And relax your jaw, relax your face. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, knees will go through center all the way to the other side. And again, if you want to lengthen that top leg, go ahead, look in the opposite direction. Really breathe, exhale, belly in. And one more deep breath. Knees bend, gently come back to center. I'll put the feet down, and we're just going to do this to articulate our spine. Yes, it works our butt, back, and hamstrings, but we're also going to let it feel good. So line up your heels with your knees and your hips. Open your shoulders by tucking them under in the back. And then hands soft next to you. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, push your feet and try to lift up one vertebrae at a time. Really articulate your spine. So you kind of tuck your tail up and then lift. And at the top, try to lengthen. Give one extra breath. Lengthen out through the knees. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale. See if you can place the spine down one vertebrae at a time. So you push from the top through the spine, all the way through the tail, and then let the pelvis go. All right, 3 more like that. So nice deep breath in, and then exhale. So take it as slow as you want. Feel how good that is to kind of massage your back, learn how to articulate your spine, get that extra length at the top, and then peel down. And as you breathe, again, what could you relax that doesn't need to be tight? It could be something small, like a muscle in the jaw. And how could you breathe in a way that feels so nourishing, kind, and supportive to your body? And then we'll come one more time all the way to the top, wherever you're at in your sets. And then just try to lengthen right out through the knees. If you want, we'll clasp underneath to get a little bit of a back bend. And just take 2 more deep breaths to open up your heart center. That's great at lifting the mood in the winter. One more deep breath in. And then when you're ready, release the hands and try to peel back down one vertebrae at a time. And this time you'll hug your knees in and give yourself a nice little massage on the back. Take an exhale. Thank your body for all it's done and is doing. And then flex your feet and cross one leg over the other, like you're sitting in a chair. Hold on to your shins and just pull them in opposite directions. So you're getting now opening the outside of the hips. You can rock here too. You don't have to stay steady. And what could you relax? The shoulders, the face, the hands. One more breath. And then gently switch. Whichever leg is on top, flex the feet. Still pull in opposite directions to get the hips open. Maybe a tiny bit of a rocking motion if your body likes that. And relax again, the face and the jaw. And one more deep breath. And then gently let it go. So right leg will go on the mat. Let's hug the left knee in first. So a nice deep hug. Give yourself an anchor roll. Notice how that opens up the front of your right hip. And then lift the left leg up. Hold behind again, a big ankle circle. And then gently draw it in. Relax the jaw and the face and just breathe. If you want for a breath, you can lift your head towards your knee and get a little bit longer in the spine. And then when you're ready, just lay it back down again. Stay there. And you could add just a little bit of a rock. So side to side, just take your leg. And notice how that sweeps the stretch from the inside of the thigh to the outside. One more breath, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it. And then both knees hug in. And we'll take the left leg long on the mat. Right knee hugs tight, big ankle circle. Notice the left hip opening. When you're ready, lift the right leg, hold behind, again, a big ankle circle. And then just stay steady and relax. Imagine your muscles expanding, loosening, lengthening. So all that strength work is also supple and supportive of your life. If you want, you can exhale and kind of tuck up for one breath, just to lengthen the upper back. And lay back down. And now if you enjoyed the rocking motion, you'll just rock your legs side to side, however big or small you want. It's all about unwinding your body. And one more deep breath, just come center. We'll come to happy baby, knees bend outside the ribs, hold the inside or outside of the feet. Steady or rocking, whatever your body wants. One more lift, joyful child's pose. Lift your head, your heels, your hips, everything up like a U shape. And then exhale, last restorative pose, feet together, knees open like butterfly, and arms overhead, just gently touch your elbows. And exhale, let your whole body melt. So your muscles become held up by the ground. Your hips unwind all on their own. And then one more deep breath in. And gently turn your knees to one side, and we'll just roll on that side and just let yourself stay there. Take a deep breath and notice again the ground. Notice how you're held up, and just let all of your body sink in. Notice your heartbeat, your warmth, and your breath. And just be thankful for how your body loves and cares for you throughout every single moment of your life. So just take one more breath, practice some gratitude. And then gently push up. We're going to bring the feet under us, heels up, balls of the feet down, and just let the calves stretch for a moment. And really breathe against your legs. Feel the compassion, the warmth of your own body. Wiggle around, find what feels good for you. And gently heels down and slowly roll it up. So stack your spine like a rag doll. Let your arms hang. And then shoulders back. We'll step wide, toes out, and 3 deep breaths. Knees bend. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, dive down. 2 more, all the way up. Enjoy. Notice how it feels good. Thank your body for all that she did. Great job.